Okay, my friends, we've finished the hands, and now we will continue working on the feet. I found a referent of my liking for the feet too. However, we won't make the fingers for the feet, as this character is wearing boots. I think this is an outstanding referent anyway, so I wanted to share it with you guys because it shows all the main characteristics of the foot in a very clear way. So we will be using this as our referent. I will delete this. Let's now create a cube and place it around here. Scale it, and we'll do the following. You can see that this part is basically a cube which is kind of extruded at its tip and is also wider at the sides. So let's do that. I will shrink this on the z-axis. This too. And I will then scale the front on the x-axis. That's it. And now, let's extrude it forwards. Let's see it from the back. It's kinda rounded here, so we must create a few more loops. Select all this. I will enable the manipulators now, and the gizmo too. Move it over here, and I will also extrude it and scale it on the x-axis. Okay, we're starting to shape our feet. I will select all this and scale it on the x-axis. I will add another loop over here, scale it on the x-axis too, and same for this part over here. I will extrude this entire part forwards and also scale it on the x-axis. Let's shrink this part. And with that, the basic shape is ready. Now, we will polish it until we feel it looks nice and dandy. Okay, I will now move all these vertices to improve the general shape. Okay, I think this is already a good shape. Let's duplicate it. Move it around here, and now we'll place it in its correct position, at the end of the leg. The feet should also point slightly outwards, so I will rotate it on the z-axis, just a tad. And we will keep polishing the shape so it fits nicely with the leg. I will add another loop here by pressing Ctrl R to adjust this part without affecting the bottom part. Okay, we've improved this shape quite a lot. Now I will select all these borders at the bottom and then press S, Z, then 0 to place everything at ground level. I will move this down even more. Remember that this character is wearing boots, so the base will be kinda thick. And I will finish blending down the lower legs. Here goes a protrusion. That goes like this. Let's check if we can see it here. Yeah, it's this part, where the ankles are located. They go more or less like this. But as the character is wearing boots, this won't be very noticeable. However, we will subtly mark it to keep it in mind. The resolution we have right now doesn't allow us to do a very polished work, so I will press Ctrl M to perform a remesh. Smooth everything out a bit and keep making adjustments. We will try to achieve a curvature over here, which I mentioned earlier. We will grab the lower leg and pull it backwards. Then fix the position of the feet. We must also make this lower area a bit thinner and smoothen everything to reduce the volume while keeping it fluid. Okay, now I will grab the foot, rotate everything in the Z-axis, and now I will do the same thing we did with the hands. I will select a mirrored object and then copy the modifiers. Let's try smoothing this shape. And we will check from different angles, looking for parts where we can make it more fluid. Let's emphasize the volume of the lower leg a bit more, and keep smoothing out. We can add some more volume to this area by using the clay strips brush. To all this area that has a muscle, using clay strips. Okay, let's adjust the base of the legs so they fit nicely with the feet. A bit outwards. I feel like the knees are pointing inwards, like this. So I should move this a bit over here and also push the upper legs a bit outwards. And make some subtle adjustments here to the volumes. Okay, let's check our reference once more. For example, let's examine this lateral referent. I feel like front face of the thighs could use some more volume. And a bit more volume in the sides. And same for the calves. I will drag over another referent. Let's drag this one. I think this one has a good lateral view. I will grab all this part, push it a bit forwards. I will leave proportional editing enabled and push it a bit forwards. Okay, nice. I will disable it. And let's make some more adjustments. Emphasize the shoulders. That's it. Okay, so now that we have all of our character pieces, let's do the following. As all our pieces are ready, let's further adjust the proportions based on the actual concept of our character. So there's something I usually do that could also work for you. And that is to trace some lines over our concept to identify the borders of the shape. For example, this is the limit for the head. Here are the shoulders, the pubic zone. This one marks the height of the hands, the knees, and the feet base. So I will drag this directly to Blender. Drop it over here, scale it, and place it behind my character. Place it such that the top line of the head fits the model's head, and the bottom line of the feet with the feet base. This will really help us adjusting the proportions. Okay, the lower jaw, for example, should go higher. And I will also make it wider. I will smoothen this out and lift the shoulders a bit. Okay, for the neck, I will also lift this part. Okay, let's check. I think the pubic zone fits nicely. The tips of the fingers also look pretty good. The knees, on the other side, need some adjustment. So I will pull this towards the bottom. Like this. Okay, I think we can make the chest a bit wider. Let's check the arms. I will lift the hands a bit. I will let go of the referent. I accidentally grabbed it. Lift this a bit more. Okay, perfect. Okay, and in the lateral view, let's check our reference for the lateral view. I feel like there's something off in the chest. Look, this part is always well-rounded. Something like this. Let's check the other lateral view. Same thing happens here. Okay, I think the problem is that all this thoracic zone is pointing to this direction. It's falling to the front. So I will grab the whole thorax, rotate it a bit, and push it backwards. And pull these volumes to the front. And now we will speed this up a bit again, while I finish some more adjustments. I will hide the referent, it's kinda getting in the way, and add some more volume to the neck. Make it fit more naturally with the thorax. It was kind of thin in the back. Okay, perfect. Okay, I think this is going pretty well. As always, we should do a double check. Stop a bit, and after a pause, we will notice some more things that need some work. At the moment, I feel we're on a good track. Here, for example, we must emphasize the column a bit more. And extend that mark to the neck. So it feels more natural. Okay then, the blocking is looking pretty nice. This is a good point to ask for some feedback from another person, as we're currently defining the general look of our character's body. You could share your work on the Facebook Students group, for example, or on other 3D modeling online group to obtain some feedback from fellow artists or students. So we're leaving it like this, and in the next video we will start working on some aspects of the face. And if there's any detail we must adjust in the body, we will also take care of it. Remember to save your file, and see you in the next video.